Hello, it's Andy here again. I'm going to give you a May 2016 annual oracle card reading. For this month, I'm going to combine two decks of cards together to give reading. One of the reasons why normally is like it's powerful month of May. If you notice that it's a blue moon of this coming May, and it's because of we're having two full moon in 1 month, so a lot of energy shift, and that will be very intense and massive changes. When we say massive changes or lots of shift, it doesn't mean that everything has to go down. It's just like a lot of things like keep on moving, evolving. Just like when you graduate from a school, that is the kind of changes. And just imagine that when you just finish, the dish of a food, that is also kind of changes because you feel from hungry to full and satisfied all this feeling. So it's all about changes. So it can be a lot of good changes, positive changes, and it could be a lot of satisfaction. But it can be also a lot of things that motivate you to make a change. So that's why in May there could be a lot of changes here. What I'm just receiving the messages here is like, well, you've been motivated to get change in this month, and also you've been motivated to change again and again. Sometimes like when you're going to make a change in your life, that it combining a lot of like fine-tuned and re-evaluation and re-evaluate, a lot of things here. So that is pretty a nice way to have all these changes in May. So because we have a two type of card here, so it's a bit here. So that's why a lot of people they will going to use like what we call is like an electronic version. So that will have a lot of well, I mean that makes it so much easier because you just holding an iPad or kind of things. So that will be very, very handy, I think, this way. Okay, then you can see the number of cards jump out, so that we will look into that. I'm not surprised because, as I said, May is a very, very intense, energy shift. Recently, that I've discussed with a lot of friends about energy shift, that is amazing, and especially like while I'm here in Hong Kong, still a lot of energy shift here. Okay, so we do the energy shift here. Okay, then just have to make, or strengthen your own energy to make it stabilize. Stabilize your energy, make it constant, and then you are able to focus and really able to pay the card that is really want to come out to speak to us. So, here we go. Okay, now we have 3 cards first here. So the first card regarding to the beginning of the month. I'm not surprised at this card coming up here. That is the card is telling the exactly describing the situation. It's like you're like marching forward from the darkness to the light, coming through from the tunnel to the light. It's a kind of like you can see that you just keep on going and you're able to see something more. Like when you're inside the tunnel, you're able to hear lots of echoes. But when the tunnel is coming up to the end, you notice the echo is changing, and also you're able to hear the noises from the outside world. So that is how it is. And also remember, at the beginning of the month, that is also is a time for you to trying to integrate, the internal world and external world together. So that is a very interesting experience because it just slow down and imagine that kind of integration. It takes a bit of time. It's not just go in the restaurant like that way. It's like when you go inside the hotel, you can smell a lot of fragrance, you can see the lights, different music, everything. It's actually including all of your senses to receive the messages from the outer world. So the second card here, that is regarding the middle of the month, again, is so much relevant. It is a card of builder. The card builder here is absolutely telling you that we are working hard for our dream. We are building our dream. We are making our dream to become reality. So no more dreaming, no more sitting on the cloud. It's time to really come down and sit on the ground, no matter you're reading the books, no matter you're doing calm reading, no matter what kind of professional that you're in, it is time for you to really sit down here on a table, with a desk, or with a computer, or anything, make your hand dirty, do the things, get the practical thing done. Alright? Now, I'm not surprised again here. So regarding the energy change, that is like, after you have done so much work and you have to put so much effort into your favorite passion thing, so what next is like you have to reevaluate and also you have to fine-tune the details. So what next is like you will receive and be guided to fine-tune the details here. It could be a little bit of, it may, as a human that we sometimes we feel like, we're going backward, but actually it's not going backward. It's actually, it is fine-tune the things. Think about like, I don't know if you ever play the kind of like Lego things. If you build something, but notice one point that, oh no, I have to, we build a certain area, a certain part. So that is very essential and very important because a lot of things that we have to go back and fine-tune a bit of things, collect a bit more data and then fine-tune a bit and then change a little bit and then everything will move so smooth and easier in our future. And that is very important and essential that here. Okay, so now we come up to see the jump up card. So there's a 2 jump up cards, so just be with me a second. Ooh. Wow, no wonder. Okay, it's absolutely coherent to myself. Currently, I've been so much attracted to flowers, any kind of flowers. I've got so many flowers at home, I've got so many flowers and do flower arrangement, everything like that. And also been really drawn into the energy of flower essence to the lift of the energy. And if you look into the more details, you can do the space cleansing that flower. Okay, so white wool is one of my favorite to do the cleansing. Okay, so what is here is like, okay, the flower is a symbol in this month. So it's like a kind of blossoming or it is about to burst. So flower is a kind of nature that we can learn and we can, indicate so many messages for us. So the flower that could be like artificial one, that could be, just put it here and you just feel good that you thought the flower is blossoming. Well, or you can say, okay, that is a kind of memory that is always good. Okay, that's fine. But what about the reality is we have to understand the real thing is the flower, the blossom, and then that will become a kind of the soil and then, nurture the another things, like this way. So that is a cycle, that's a process. So how about your own energy here? So the card here, I can get a strong sense about the recycling of the energies. If when we say like cleansing, most of the time we say we have to get rid of a lot of old stuff. Like my place here, I get rid of a lot of old stuff. But at the same time, I'm just trying to recycle the thing. I'm trying to get in some new stuff at the same time. But making sure that it's like a recycle circle. Alright? When you get rid of something, when the thing is like extra or unnecessary anymore, well, would that be benefit for others? Okay? So give it or surrender or donate to any others. Okay? Again, that is a month of about you. If you are on the stage of blossoming, make use of a chance and build your own future based on the current situation, based on what the effort, all this energy and all this clear mind, all these, very important qualities that you're going to have in this month. So make use of that, okay? Make your flower really beautiful and smell so nice. Yeah? Okay, another jumping card. Oh my god. Woohoo! Okay, Omega. I mean, the card presents everything. I don't need to further interpret for you. Omega. Right, it's all the victories. Everything is like what you need is being manifest. Everything you want, you just think and then boom, coming. Alright, so everything you just wanted, and then just somehow, some point that it's like, wow, coincident, the thing happened. Everything, the universe is unfolding, everything for you. So it seems like everything is just like, okay, here's a door, and that is a path, and what next step, and here's the next step, and just carry on. And it's so smooth and easy. Alright, when we say smooth and easy, remember, here we have the basic essential fundamental card here. It's like you still have to build your own thing. You cannot just sit in a hotel, have afternoon tea every day, and then the thing will turn up. Well, sometimes it does, but you still need to make a lot of effort. Like recently, I did a lot of preparation of things. So when I sitting, in the hotel and enjoy my afternoon tea, my phone just keep on ringing. So that's why, I have to keep a new watch, keep on, wow, okay, new phone coming in, new phone coming in, new phone coming in, all this kind of thing. But remember, when you see all this part of so-called success, it requires a lot of effort before that. All right. So it's not just being, um, sit here. When we say relax, it means that you have to just relax and coherent to your heart, and also heart what exactly that you truly want. When that is something you truly want, the thing will unfold the things for you. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the cards, and again, if the card is jump again, flower. So okay, it's very essential. I just yeah, get so many flowers surrounding me. I'm going to sort out all the flowers really soon. Okay, and now it's your turn.